Yeah, very much so, and they're going to be up there on their toes right now because Global Esports have changed that composition. This is wildly different. Still that single duelist that they're known for, but now it's the Neon instead of the Raze, which I think is an interesting swap into the Vice, which I don't always love, and they're also...
And you want to see how G is able to call it. It's been pretty exciting thus far, but right now, PRX pushing all the way out middle.
Hello. GE out of the gates, strong. Envy and something out of the picture immediately in the pistol, and GE is not making a mistake at all. They are locked in. They want to punch their ticket all the way to Masters. That is a brilliant pistol round to start the map.
I mean, doesn't it just look like these guys are in control? They don't get too hot off the press. They kind of just take their time, chill, you know, a little stroll in the park. And as soon as PRX makes that move, it's instant activation. They hear the door, they were kind of suspicious about it, but seeing 3 players swing out, all the shots fired off, they just let their hands go, man. And this is not what you want to see from, you know, PRX. They really need to be able to, you know, first of all, find that confidence again, but also to kind of
pushing into a bit of a stacked setup here. A couple of flashes to worry about as well, and they do connect. It is going to be something in Envy, causing a little bit of a ruckus here. Another one onto Harvey, who recovers it well. That was scary for a second. We're back to 3-on-3, and in the meanwhile, by the way, he's already pretty progressed. Doesn't want to lose his head though, and there is exactly what you don't want to happen. Autumn down, puts a little bit more pressure on the shoulders of Crystal and Harvey, who look like they might want to take the fight forward. In fact, they'll end up just using some of that util to slow PRX down, but there is a lot of time available for this retake, so PRX can go slow, pick up a couple of weapons. Crystal delivers for 1, 2, and surely the swing through, something deletes Crystal. It should be done already for GE. This is getting a little bit concerning. The 1v1 is won by something.
Autumn, really unfortunate. Just a lot of trust in the, you know, no scope on the Marshall, and unfortunately that's where PRX finds numbers, finds a bit more wind in their sails. The guns being picked up as well. Something is always quite lethal with the scoped weapons as well. Let's not leave him out of the conversation.
Yeah, a few things looking to try and push his way forward as well. Shotgun in hand, but held at bay for now by the dark cover. And Forsaken spams away at Yutatan. So, doesn't look like GE are going to have too much success here. They're going to walk their way out of that smoke right into the setup of Davai, who gets all 4.
Were your last words?
PRX immediately claim the lead here on Lotus.
And putting GE through the shredder. A nice attempt. I did like the buy-up from Crystal. You know, he had Steel Garden, so that could have been a great equalizer. But as soon as Yutatan steps across the wall, I mean, you just see the reaction from PRX so quick to it, spamming through the smokes. Once they heard Pat trying to go for that wild TP up to the top, Davai just, GE happy to sit and wait. Let that go off while they start to find some picks as PRX starts to overextend.
Got a lot happening in this round for GE. The push over towards A tree. Crystal watching middle alongside Harvey, and now Envy's gone down as well. Again, kind of hunting for that information. PRX are a little bit unsettled on this defense right now. It might come down to Forsaken solo holding on C. Gets the info of Yutatan's position, but I'm not sure that's going to help much. It's going to pull the rotate over to C, and
so much so that, you know, you find 2 X's outside of B.
Use these crucial seconds to try to figure out what has been going wrong. Maybe what do we change up? The mound holds have been okay. But yeah, I mean, this is kind of where it felt like it fell apart. 2 players just individually pushing their way out of B, hunting for info, hunting for a timing, hunting for a pick, and both of them lose their lives.
But now trying to go back for that rubble fight, as you called it.
Jing over the top, gets himself 1 before he falls. Not sure that'll be too disappointing though for GE. They're still breaking open the defense with that pick.
Yeah, taking down Javi's a pretty big pickup. No more Nightfall for the upcoming round. Still though, corralling themselves all towards tree.
Well, 1 by 1. They work their way in, and again a 1-4-1 there for Envy.
And they'll take further space away with that Vise ult coming in as well. Get the spike down, further setups, but they might not expect the ones from behind.
Well, it's all a question of what GE does here, and it looks like they're going to try to push their way forward. Patman taking some nice forward positioning. Yutatan missing that shot, forces something back away, dashing away. Slows things down again for PRX, and Yutatan happy to set himself up on the line 1 more time. Spam through the cloudburst, gets himself another, and sets Patman up for the success. The high-low Works out this time for GE, and they are really putting PRX under the pump right now.
Just beautiful onto the post plants. You put that question in mind, you know, it's all about what G does in the post plant. And clearly, you know, taking further space up towards heaven would have been the key. Not only that, just quickly getting a couple of shots through that cloudburst as well. I mean, always anticipating what PRX's next move is going to be, where they're going to end up or show up. Still though, gun saved up, PRX tries to go back through.
Yeah, something this time delivering with the op to start the round off. There is a little bit of progression here though from Patman, and if that wall goes down, Patman should have a freebie, which he'll be happy to take. Paranoia forward through the door. Envy can't see much, but Patman does not push the issue. He cops a Paranoia now as well. Of course, the rotation will come through for PRX, and they'll look for that retake, but GE are well set up in this post plan. Harvey's got the Nightfall as well to try to push them away if he wants to go for it, holding it.
But they're playing further back now. Jing would have to really slice up the site with his paint shells.
There's the Nightfall. And again, that starts to slow things down for PRX, not to mention that kill onto Forsaken. Jing will push his way forward, and Envy is in there as well for a frag. It is just one remaining, and Patman inside the smoke is maybe a little too telegraphed as the Omen.
A little bit too telegraphed. They saw where the Nightfall was coming from. They kind of knew where the rest of G were positioned. No one was holding some kind of a weird off angle, and that gave PRX all the initiative that they needed just to launch themselves in the side. I mean, look at the movement from Jing, but also the paint shells. Everyone to push on through from waterfall angle as well, and that's more multiple angles that unfortunately keeps G on their toes, makes things really difficult.
Would have loved to hear what we would have said after that, but here we go into round number 7. Showstopper is a little bit too much for Autumn to deal with. A quick play into B here though for GE. They are taking space. That shield wall will slow them down, but Udatan has, he's kind of threaded the needle here a little bit. I wonder if PRX are aware.
I've got your trail.
He might not be, but Seeker's going to show it off now. Meanwhile, something just continues to put up a wall. Not to mention the B peaks as well, this time more supported by flashes from Envy.
Nice
That will be overdrive for Udatan in the next round if they want it.
Continue to slow down that pace. You can't be setting foot too early on in the rounds if PRX are just looking to explode on a dime. Outside rubble, outside mound, you never quite know.
Timeout.
Players Live seems pretty fun right now. Trying to play for these rounds. Operator shots.
Boy, fast play outside of C for both teams, and Envy doubling down, but Autumn and Patman have the response, and it is a quick exchange. 2-on-2 is where we'll find ourselves something, roughly speaking, of where Forsaken is coming from.
Planted.
Yeah, trying to keep them interested while something repositions off elsewhere. But in all that time, Pat can continue to push further on as well.
One enemy remaining.
That's not an ideal duel for Crystal. It gets a lot of damage down though onto Forsaken, and it's onto Patman again. And again and again, we tell him he has been the consistent force for this GE lineup. We asked for some clutches in the last map. Here's a chance for one, until something says, no thank you very much. PRX will get their 5th.
Once again, with not the best economy at times, but this round was just quite the big explosion. The exchange, as you called it, but flashes on both sides, and PRX just continuing to swing out will find themselves at, you know, some kind of a disadvantage. It was just very careful and methodical approach from Forsaken to be that big brain guy, you know, jump, spot out multiple times. 4 out towards VCT.
Ooh, that's really nice from Autumn. Prowler's not going to go quite deep enough. I'm a bit concerned here for GE. Oh, and that's exactly why. Jing for the double, Davai and Envy to help out. And just as soon as that round starts well, GE make the incorrect call to go C. A real tough ask, especially if there's 3 players that are now going to be set up on this line, given his position is noted. And Autumn for one. Through the flash, something's going to go at him. There was a chance. I mean, something survives on 6 HP. If he falls there, who knows what happens. But nonetheless, not to be for GE. 6-3. PRX slowly mounting a comeback in this series.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I gotta apologize for my energy and my laughter, but it's just the most something thing to do. Not the most tactical play, but he loves to just dive at his opponents out with a shorty like that. And even Autumn finds a bit of difficulty just trying to track his opponent at that point. But
big attempt outside of A this time. The rubble fight not going well for GE. Something already chiming in with a double. And GE just don't seem to have the answers right here on Lotus. Noted that this was a very good map historically for PRX, and we are getting that fact reinforced right in front of our eyes.
Do it on every portion of the map, outside of C, outside of A. And as long as they continue to land these shots, you know, silence G as soon as they step out. Even with the round-to-round reads, you're never quite sure how you're going to be able to stop this sort of...
Yudotan keen for it. Try and push his way forward. Still Garden invested as well. Forsaken holding on nicely. That is a little awkward. Again for GE, they just cannot find those entries. Can't find anything apparently at this point. Quack, this seems a foregone conclusion. PRX kind of rolling GE at this point. Another one. 5 guns alive. PRX having no problems on the defense now.
With every round like this that goes by, Frost just continues to grow gray hairs. I mean, what on earth? Just the setup. And it feels as though whatever G did previously on Breeze just doesn't seem to matter so much now. PRX are just fiery with this sort of plays. You know, every single round, they're coming down at your opponent's throats, down Patman's throat, and he's just not able to...
Shield hasn't been broken yet either. Yudotan maybe having a bit of a look for it. Oh, there's just nothing in this at all for GE.
Spike down.
Bamboozled again by PRX. They barely even get to shoot back.
Just on him.
Oh, it's... They're getting owned. They are getting owned right now.
It is flawless to flawless. Curious, perhaps. And then, you know, end up over to the C side as their final port of call. But
yeah,
when you're operating with this sort of mindset, and PRX have their own flow state,
see if they can at least cause a bit of a ruckus, make PRX work for this map, or if it will be an easy cleanup. I think it might be the latter, as Davai and Jing just find 2 easy entries toward A. Rotate to come through for GE, but a 3v5 retake doesn't really feel like it's going to be happy days at all.
You have to kind of maybe set some sounds towards the door. Okay.
Ooh, hang on, Forsaken almost gives away his life there. Obviously, Davai does give away his life. Maybe there's still something in this one for GE. Yudotan on the cross, cops a lot of damage, but Autumn helps him out with a headshot onto Envy. Now Crystal into the kill feed as well. Wait just a minute, GE are still coming back into the swing of things. They don't know where Jing is though, and he's pretty healthy. 1v1, Jing can't get it done. Autumn saves the day. And Global will take the second half pistol.
So for 3v5, you start off with some really risky positions and plays, but you know, if you don't take the risk, then it doesn't really work out at all. And thankfully, Yudotan finds a shot off of it. They start to make some noise with the slide by. Crystal finds his timing off the peaks, and Autumn gets it all the way across the finishing line at the end.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
You got to maintain that composure all the way through towards the end.
That's my question as well, but I'm just not allowed to say that because I have to be professional.
Sure.
Davai though, good start there onto Patman.
Marshals.
Might not be done just yet here for GE. They feel like they're back in it. Autumn certainly the one that is a proponent of that, clutching the last round, pulling back those 2 kills in this. Something round the corner here. Not landing a whole lot just yet, and
what are we doing?
That is making it difficult for PRX to have any inroads. There's obviously some damage down. Autumn wants to get back out to safety, but can't escape through the orb.
Very careful counter strafes. Oh god, Autumn.
Oh dear. Something just getting his timing off there as Crystal hears him. 15 seconds, they are going to be able to challenge this even before the spike plant. So Crystal finishes it off himself. Nice 3K in the round. GE are back in it.
Crystal's going to prove to be that cool, level-headed guy. Just playing off of the right position, listening for audio cues, and working off that information very well. It almost got dicey, but thanks to this trifecta that Crystal finds at the end with that Spectre, kind of brings things back.
That's what you were thinking, but you have to be professional.
We always do. We try.
Well, Jing just goes this time, and that'll be the end of Patman. So immediately PRX in on the offense. They haven't committed to this C push just yet, and that's a good thing. Door gets opened up, and that'll be a mistake for Harvey. Paranoia as well, pushing the extra player away. Yudotan is done so. And Autumn, not quite cleared, but eventually found by Jing in the end. Round is looking pretty donezo here for GE. And
Gun here.
just as you start to maybe have a little bit of belief in GE in the second half after that pistol, PRX bounce back straight away, and they're about to hit double digits unless Crystal does something pretty impressive right here.
Probably.
Okay. I mean, it's a start. It was messy, but it's a start.
Might be able to find some extra kills, which would be nice. Otherwise, you just die and get the ultimate either way. So, just a bit of consolation prize, but nonetheless, always one of these PRX rounds still.
Follow my pack in.
W gaming style every step of the way. Just turn that dial up to an 11, and it's a full force rush down C site, continuing to check towards the back as well, where G unfortunately kind of feed into them. And by that point, it's just numbers advantage, with every single duel being won out.
Plant is going down. Oh, line forward. Forsaken wants to take the fight to GE, and that turns out to be a mistake. Getting a little bit overzealous. It's a defensive steel garden as well that's going to push PRX back away into the back of site. Showstopper to retake that space. It's nicely timed from Jing. Davai in there for one as well, but there is still at least a response from GE, and they are holding strong for now. That timer starting to tick though, becoming a real problem for them. Davai finishes off one, Jing another. The crossfire established is too good this time. PRX up to 11, and Pearl is looking inevitable.
Yeah, no freaking way that this happens, man. Clear retake setup, and PRX still dismantle it almost with ease. Initially, the contact may not be too great, but it gives them information as to what G's plans are. And at that point, Davai's wise to a potential flank, takes down Pat, has to steel guard it, and comes back through to support his brothers in the front. Pearl is definitely where you want to look to now, because it feels as though this map is done. GE fans, give us your salty tears, because this is going to be PRX's to take.
Certainly seems that way. Crystal, we'll see if he has anything to say about it, but no connections. So he'll be rolled over. And Davai happy to take the 2-on-1. Is potentially a little bit overzealous from him, to be fair.
Playing around smokes, Pat.
Yeah, looking for it. Not going to find anything. So, pretty comfortable affair for PRX in this round so far. Pretty comfortable affair on the map, to be fair.
That swing. Every angle that PRX is taking right now, they're always so ready to shoot. You think about saving, but then at that point, you're playing off of map point every step. So, pick your poison.
2v1. Is it unwinnable for Harvey? Ooh, with a high-low setup like that, you'd say probably it is. Flash is going to go over. He's got another one here as well, but in that meanwhile, ooh, I was going to say something goes down, maybe. Not the case this time. 12 for PRX. One round away from closing it out and pushing us through to Pearl.
Does make it damn close. Yeah, you're thinking 5-7's really, really tough, but it is still GE, and they are going to be quite capable. Ultimates in their pockets, and they could still try to find some way around it, but PRX just has been quite, I don't know, streamlined on the attack. I mean, we see so many rounds where it's like flawless wins, or just being able to set up host plants, getting good reads. Now it's something with the operator. Ooh. Hang on.
It's about to start there from Patman. A few opportunities here for Yutatan, not being converted, eventually does get the better of Davai. Luckily, just in time to escape as well. Come back onto the line with an operator, but misses that shot. And continuing to put in the work, GE slowly picking PRX apart in this round. They will not get their fanfare just yet.
To take that dub.
Yeah, I mean, I think no matter what the result is today, GE have impressed in these playoffs so far already. Taking a map off of PRX, obviously the win yesterday. Obviously, there's the lower bracket as well to think about. And I think the way that we're looking at GE right now, they are a real chance, even if they do go down to that lower bracket. I think they could make a lower bracket run for sure.
Guaranteed.
But there may not be even that requirement, or rather the dog even, getting the info. the Seekers as well, trying to really dig out the positioning of GE on this site. Patman will be deleted. 2 entries for PRX, but the response is swift from Yutatan, who's got that overdrive on lock. A couple of missed shots from something, and Yutatan survives. Plant down. Timing important, I think, for Crystal in making his location known. Jing hunting with that showstopper. Hasn't found anybody behind that wall. Nicely done from GE, but they're still not able to survive. Yutatan down, something picking that one up. Envy as well, finding Autumn, and Crystal's position now known. He's been smoked off, but he's hit himself a double, keeping GE in the fight. He's got no idea where Envy is, though. And that will be to his detriment. It will be the end of the map. 13-6. PRX will finish it off and take us all the way to Pearl.
Hell of a banger. And those were the exact same positions that they all played